come back. I have something I have to say. I wish I had time to sit down and go into the whole thing. I did this before, and of course, it's not going to change the majority of the population, because I know and see what they have done, and it's working, and it's a sad thing. But while I'm in this line getting this espresso, I'm gonna go over some of it, because it's just they know what they did. They set a stage that is just unbelievable. The stage is set, and it's nothing that we can do about it. It's absolutely nothing we can do about it. The stage is set for what they want. So this is going to be a part 1 of why women shouldn't call each other girl. So it's a shame that it has come to this. It's a shame that it has come to this. As soon as I get in here and get in this line, so I definitely got to come through this line today. Definitely got to come. I cannot not come through this line today. And first of all, I want to do some definitions. That's the first thing I'm going to do. So, it's the same thing every time. Hold on, I'm gonna set the stage and I'm gonna come back later. And many people not gonna agree, but it's okay, because a lot of stuff I don't worry about what people think. So I'm like, oh, what is that? What did they just get? Iced coffee? Hi.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Fine. How are you?
Good.
Is that's the strongest you got, is this espresso? That's your strongest drink?
Espresso or the cold brew.
Which one's stronger?
I think they're about the same, to be honest.
Okay, give me 3 shots today.
Okay.
Because I went to bed at 2 and got up at 4.
Okay.
So, yeah.
3 shots with your regular?
Yeah, and
right.
my muffin.
All right, gotcha.
Okay, thank you. A little bit more milk, though. Thank you.
Okay, gotcha.
So, listen. This is the issue. When you look at this word, this is part 1 of why women, grown women, shouldn't call each other girl. A girl, as you know, is a female child or adolescent, okay? A female child or an adolescent. That's what a girl is. She's a female child or adolescent. And the second definition is a young or relatively young woman. What is the literal meaning of girl? A female child from birth to adulthood. A 7-year-old girl. A person whose gender identity is female. So they using that, but I'm going to share something with y'all on this that y'all not getting. You're just not grasping it. People are not grasping where this is taking us as grown women, as You ready for me, ain't you? Hold on for a minute, y'all. I gotta pay for this food. Hold on. I gotta pay for this food.
Okay, it'll be $7.51.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Let me give you a napkin.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Have a great day. See you next time. So, there was a teacher that was retired. She was a little bit over. She was over 65 years old. Okay, she had me by about 5 to 7 years, and she had retired. She decided, for whatever her reason for doing it, I don't know if she needed some extra money, was trying to take a vacation, her husband passed, she was a divorcee, whatever her case was, she was retired and she went back into the school district to work. And she told a girl in her class to do something. The girl was out of hand and she gave her some orders. And she told her to stay off her phone. The girl was 14. This lady is 65. This is a grown woman. The lady, I'm about to cry, but I'm going to hold back. And I'm going to come back and show it to y'all because I'm telling you, I'd like to know what you grown women that call each other girl would have felt like if it was your grandmother or your mother after I told you what this young little adolescent girl at 14 did to this 65-year-old teacher. And I'm going to tell you what happened to me in the school district. So she kept telling her over and over again, stay off her phone, but she ignored her. She laughing and giggling fast and doing whatever she wanted to, whatever, and looking at the phone. And the 65-year-old veteran is trying to teach the class. Do you know that girl got out of hand? That girl got out of control when that teacher took her phone because she was disturbing and interrupting her whole class. That young 14-year-old young lady had that teacher in the hallway going head to toe with that 65-year-old lady. That 14-year-old girl socked that one. First of all, the 14-year-old girl was going head to toe verbally with the lady. Cussed the lady all out. 65-year-old woman. And next thing I know, she telling her, give me my phone back. Give me my phone back. Give me my effing phone back, you effing B. Yada, 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 yada. It got out of hand. They didn't record it all because sometimes you just can't get your phone out in time for the beginning when somebody snapped. You don't get the beginning. You know, it's sometimes people see stuff about to escalate and they be like, this about to escalate, and then put my phone up. What they showed was that girl beating that woman up. That girl beat that woman behind. That 65, she beat that woman so bad, dragged that woman, had her by her hair, dragging her all around, pulling that woman all down in the hallway. The kids is ran her, yeah, get her, yeah. But y'all want to go around calling grown people girls. Yes, I said something to the young lady in the gym because she's 21 years old. I'm three times her senior. She almost snapped. Her eye twitched. She started doing muscle things in the mirror. And listen, I don't care if I'm online, if I'm in person, if I'm in the store. I'm not your girl. I'm a grown woman. I'm old enough to be your mother and your grandmother. So you're not going to, it doesn't matter that I look your age. I can't believe, oh, for real? Well, where we come from, we don't talk like that. That's how you talk. That's what she said. She didn't say it directly because she knew I was talking to somebody live. She had no idea what was going on. But she told me to my face. I said, no, I'm a grown woman. I'm closer to 60. I'm right at the blink of an eye at 60. And you're not going to call me a girl. Because when a girl see a grown woman, but you keep dummying the grown woman down to her age, girl, 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 in these kids' minds, they're looking at you like you on their level. You just as immature as they are. So that lady went rounds with that lady, dragged that lady, all through the hallways, beat that 65-year lady up. How would you feel if a 14-year-old beat your mother up that's 60 and up, or your grandmother that's 60, 65, while she's teaching at school? How would you feel? Because she feeling she on this lady's level and she can just beat her up. Beat that lady. And I'm gonna come back on my second. You have to speak when you on my page. I don't know who you are. You must have never been on here. I don't know what you are, but whoever you are, I don't know what you are, but it's important to speak when you're on my page. I'm not worried about what I look like. That's not the subject. The subject is these young teenagers. I had a young man approach me yesterday, all in my face. What's up? I only talked to him one time about jobs. One time. He probably 20 to 20. He might be 30. He might be 30. Maybe. I'll give him that. He all in my face yesterday at work. Hey, what's up? How you doing? So, how many kids you got? Where you from? I said, listen, I came here to take care of the kids. I didn't come here to answer all of that. Well, I thought we was good like that. I said, listen, I don't do the slang. We're not doing this. Well, I just thought, what's up with you? Because and I'm looking at him like, these young people don't have no respect for their elders. None. They have absolutely no respect. It's a few here and there, but they will disrespect you. You sure look good to be almost 60. You fine. We not doing that. Get out my face before I report you. I come to do a job and you got 6 other teachers standing around listening because I'm new. Listen, we not doing that. This conversation is stopping right here and now. We cutting this short right now. We not tolerating this foolishness. We not doing none of this. I come to take care of my job and get paid and go on with my day. But that girl beat that young lady up so bad, it was a crying shame. I was in tears. I literally cried when I saw how that 14, and you know what the parents said? The parents said the reason why my daughter snapped on the teacher and beat her up is because she was having an asthma attack. That's what they told the police and the principal in the school. My daughter snapped on the lady because she was having an asthma attack. They couldn't think of no more valid lie than something that foolish. I don't know what's wrong with the grown women. That's why a lot of men don't have respect for women, because women are acting like little girls. Talking like little girls. Catty, gossiping, murmuring, complaining, competition. Don't know how to conduct themselves. Need to go take some etiquette classes, take some charm school. The Bible tells us that we're supposed to teach the younger and the elders. How you going to teach the young people trying to act young? How you going to teach the young people trying to be just like them? How are you going to teach anybody anything when most of these women, I be listening to them. It's ridiculous. It's sad. I ain't nowhere near finished with this. I'm just getting started. It's sad. That's why you got young men that will kill an old man. Don't have no respect for their elders. None. So when that young lady was telling me, girl, you can do it, girl. I said, listen, no, I'm a grown woman. I'm almost 60. You blink my eyes and I'm gonna be 60. I'm right there. So no, we not doing this. And she was like, well, where we come from, we do. And I'm like, see the disrespect? Right in her mouth. But she thought about it while she was in the mirror flexing her muscles. And when she went out that door, she said, have a nice day, ma'am, because you're not on my level. And I don't care how many muscles you got, and I don't care if you is, I'm 2 decades and more older than you. You get to swinging on me, and I'm not a physical fighter at all. But you're not going to get in my face and start swinging at all, because you think I'm a girl, because you think that you can disrespect me. That's why grown women, mature, seasoned women with degrees, been to universities, been to colleges, should not be on a girl level. That is not what we are. We are women, grown, mature, seasoned women. Are you? Are you grown, mature, and seasoned? And that's why a lot of these men are afraid of women. They just rather just use a lot, and they wrong for it. That's why they be using these women for sex, and because they act like little girls in their mind. And I had to see what was going on. I had to deal with somebody that was mature in rank, in education, and mature in rank in book knowledge, and mature in rank with strategizing against people to see what is really going on here in certain areas. I had to vet to get to see what I was dealing with out here, so I know not to deal with nobody. Absolutely nobody. Don't want to deal with nobody. I'll make jokes. I'll say, oh, this one fine. Oh, I'm going on a date. I just be saying stuff. Keep it interesting. In no way in heaven am I going to be, I know how to keep stuff interesting. I don't want people to get bored. Because people will get bored. People get bored fast. But calling me a girl, well, what are you? Well, use your words. What words do you want to use? Because of the new age, you know what. So now everybody's a girl and a boy. It's sad. Instead of a grown woman. I got scripture to back up all of this. When I was a child, I thought as a child, I acted like a child. But now I became a woman, and I put away childish things. Why are you acting like a child? Why are you talking like a child? Why are you addressing each other like you in your adolescence? Ain't nothing right about that. Nothing at all. And of course, I can't say check everybody, but I keep my distance for a lot of people for that. It's just crazy the way people talk to each other. And they grown. They supposed to be grown. But that's why a lot of men do people. And I had to dummy myself down, act like I couldn't see, act slow to see with one person, how do people deal with you? What is making you act like this towards a woman? I'm going to give you enough room to hang yourself. I got to see what you're made of. Because when you see me, once you see what I'm getting ready to do, you will see that the person you thought you was running all over wasn't the person that you was meeting. I'm going to give you, I want everything. I'm going to pull everything out of you I can pull out of you. Everything. So you can leave me alone or either come back correct. It's one or the other. Other than that, you more than likely going to leave me alone. Because when I come back and you watching me, you're going to be like, oh, man, if I'd have known, I would have never. I would have never. You sure wouldn't have never. You'd have wished you would have never did that. You know, what's wrong with people? I don't understand these people calling each other girls. Grown women calling each other girls. I don't get it. I'm not accepting it. I'm not going for it. It's not going to be a title I answer to. That's not my title. I'm a woman. I'm a lady. I had a older friend, and she was, well, I'm gonna say, how old was she? She had been knowing me since I was 40, 45, 55. She'd been knowing me close to 20 years. And she's, dang, how old is she? I think she's 68. I think she's either 68 or 70. And she never called me a girl. She worked in the jail cells she retired from being a correction officer. And she always called me lady. Hey, lady, how are you doing today? How you doing today? Hey, lady, how you doing? She never called me a girl. You go out in public calling each other girl, these little girls, these adolescent little girls, these little girls that barely know how to wash their behind and their vagina, gonna be treating and talking to you and sizing you up, ready to. And these boys, all these movies, Stella Got a Groove Back, and all these movies, and what do you call it? I can't even think of I don't know what they're, cougars and all that. People don't have no respect. These young people don't have no respect. Where's your morals, values, and standards at? Where's your boundaries at? Where is it? Where are they? What happened? What's wrong with y'all? I don't understand y'all. The primary, and I don't care, yes, I'm driving. The primary verse is 1 Corinthians 13 and 11. So disgusted with y'all. When I was a child, I spoke as a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned. You reason like a child. When I became a man, when you become a woman, I gave up childish ways. 1 Corinthians 13 and 11. Why are you calling her a girl? That's a lady. That's a grown woman. So when you at school, from preschool, kindergarten, elementary, middle school, and high school, grown behind women, they getting their back busted out, living just like the adolescent girls. Silly. Can't conduct and run a household. Can't hold down a marriage. This ain't for everybody. This ain't for everybody. This is not for everybody. It's sickening. Just sickening to see, hey girl, no. Hey lady. Hey lady, how are you doing today? I'm sick of that. First Corinthians 14 and 20. 1 Corinthians 14 and 20. Brothers and sisters, do not be children, immature, childish like in your thinking. Don't be infants in matters of evil, completely innocent and inexperienced, but in your minds be mature adults. Be mature adults. 1 Corinthians 14 and 20. Go look it up. Go study it. Go break the scripture down. In 1 Corinthians 13, 11. When I was a child, I thought like a child. I talked like a child. I behaved like a child. But now I became a man. Now that I became a woman, I use my words. Look, we've been talking for 3 months. It's not going to work out, but I wish you well on your search. We've been talking for 6 months. I really like you, but I don't, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't see you as a future wife. We've been talking for a year, on and off, vetting each other. I really think you're an attractive woman, but I only have, my hormones just got out of place, and, I'm going to release you, so I won't hold you up, so you can, realize that we're not going to ever be in a committed relationship. All I really want to do, I'm letting you know before we sleep together, this is not going to turn into a relationship, lady. So I'm letting you know we wrong for what we get ready to do, but if you willing to do it, I don't plan to commit to you. I don't see no future with you. When I was a child, I acted like a child. I talked like a child. I behaved like a child, but now I became a man and I put away childish things. What is wrong with y'all? Use your words. You can run your mouth on the phone for 8 hours with a woman, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours with a woman, making her think you interested in her until you break her down and get her out of her clothes, only to discard her instead of being up front. Well, if I was up front, you might have gave me what I wanted from you. You're wrong. You acting like a child. Abandoning people. It's crazy. Grown men, grown women acting childish. Women trying to be like men, having a high body count. No. What are you doing? What's wrong with you? Competing with young people. Grow old in grace. Stop trying to act young. Stop trying to be on these young people level. They'd never have nobody to look up to. Who are they looking up to? Each other? The internet? The movie stars? The actors? The singers? No, the community women, the community mothers, the community grandmothers, where they at? Where are elder women? Act like an elder. You 20 years older than a girl, 25, she shouldn't be calling you no girl. What's wrong with these people? What's wrong with them? What is wrong with them? That mess is crazy to me. I know I don't look almost 60, but you're not going to call me a girl. I'm a lady. I'm a woman. Oh, you don't want to get put in your place? You don't want no correction? That's why people got to carry now. Because these young people are kill you, stump you in the ground. Because you bring correction. Tell them something that's right. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. What's wrong with y'all? Hey, girl. 45 and up, 40 and up. Been out of adolescence. How long? Hey, girl. Shut up. Go somewhere. Go read your Bible. Go pray. Go fast. Let the Holy Spirit bring a conviction and teach you how to be a grown woman. Go to etiquette school. Go sit in I need to teach a grown adult woman's etiquette school. No, they don't want to go to that. I don't need you to tell me what to do. You a grown woman then. You a grown woman then. People got unteachable spirits. Just unteachable. Unteachable. Can't teach nobody nothing. Everybody know everything. The elder women, men be watching. Men be shaking their head. They be shaking their head. They know a woman when they see one. They know a woman. They smell it. They can smell it on her. Men got sense like dogs. They can smell a woman. They know when a lady done stepped in the room. They know. They know it. They know it. Little boys know too. Little boys know when it's a lady done stepped in the room with a woman versus a little girl with a little mindset. They know. Little boys know. Young men know. They know. Little boys know when they mama acting like a little girl. Little boys know when they mama trying to act young, be young, talk young, and then they wonder why. Why my child don't have no respect for me? Why my son don't respect me? Why my daughter don't respect me? Why my children don't respect me? Why my grandchildren? Because you acting like a little girl. It don't make no sense. Y'all need to grow up. I don't care if y'all don't like what I do when I do what I do, but I'm going to say what the Holy Spirit is showing me, that the earth is just going to hell, and y'all going right with them. 1 Timothy 5:2 says what? You know what he started off in saying? Instruct. You know what it means to instruct? And you know what it means to instruct? Instruct older women as mothers, younger women as sisters in all purity. What is he saying? What is Apostle Paul saying? I'm sorry. What is he saying? This verse is part of 1 Timothy 5:1-2. Because my time is short. I'm trying to help somebody right through here. The verse outlines a code of conduct of church members to treat one another as family. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. To treat one another as family, specifically treating older women with the respect due. You ain't getting the respect due, little girl, because you want to call each other little girls. Hey, girl. Girl, I know, girl. Baby, let me tell. Shut up. Get away from me. I'm getting as far away from you as I can. I'm running. I'm literally, oh, okay. Everywhere I go, hey, baby, let me tell. Grow up. When are you going to realize that you can't teach no young girl nothing with that type of childish language? in a certain culture, treating older women with respect due to a mother and younger women with the what? Protective care and purity due to a sisterhood. But how are you going to teach purity and protect the younger women as a grown woman when you talking and acting like them? Childish, silly, catty, gossiping, murmuring, complaining, fornicating, sucking penis, getting screwed in the behind, getting screwed all in your vagina, getting your back knocked out, talking about the same thing, walking just like them, dressing just like them, thinking just like them. Mess is crazy. Can't keep a husband. Can't get a husband. Oh, I don't need no man. You know what my husband did? That's what I told people last night. The way you choosing is because you ain't fasted up, prayed up, consecrated. You too busy talking about your girlfriends and what your girlfriends doing and trying to keep up with your neighbors, like my father said, trying to live like the Joneses. I ain't nowhere near finished with this. I wish I could take off for work for an extra hour to do this. It's my old company where I used to work. I used to work over here. That's my old truck I used to drive. Just the street I used to come down with that truck to get on the road about this time to drive that stupid truck. So glad I'm not driving that truck no more. I don't know what to do. Don't you miss driving the truck? Oh, you miss me cooking on the truck, being depressed, playing it off, faking like I'm not depressed. Faking it for real. Didn't like that truck. I hated that truck. Didn't want to be on that stupid truck. Did not want to be on that truck. Hated being on that truck. Hated being on that truck. Keep that truck. They ain't had that truck. I didn't want that doggone truck. It's a shame. I ain't nowhere near finished. I wasn't able to break this down like I wanted to, but I can't go to work feeling like this because this is irritating. That girl looked at me like she wanted to sock me in my mouth when I put her in her place. You don't call me no little girl. I'm almost 60. I'm right there. And to be honest, I'm really more like a 80-year-old woman because of the season on me. Because my father, the way he brought me up, like I tell people, my father was born in 1916, but they don't get it. They think because I look, whatever they see, I don't know what they be looking at. I don't know. And if I drop this weight off of me, I'm really going to look young. That's why I'm hesitant. Like, dang, should I really, if I pull this weight off of me, if I pull 20 pounds off of me, that's going to take about 15 years off of me. And they really going to think I'm young. Then I'm going to have a problem. I have a lot of problems keeping respect. That's why I don't deal with people. Because they quick to disrespect you, quick to run their mouth, quick to say anything out your mouth, quick to step in your face, quick to try to step in your space. Get out my face. Get out my face. Girl, child, with a different person at the White House, I'd rather work at the White House than to work in certain areas because people don't know how to respect it. You ain't up in the White House talking like that. And if it was somebody else, anybody else but in that office, I'd rather work than to be hearing that all day. Girl, child, baby, what is wrong? Grow up. When I was a child, I talked like a child. I acted like a child. I behaved like a child. Now I became a woman. I put away childish things. People don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear none of that. They don't want to hear. They don't see nothing wrong. We don't see nothing wrong with that. All right, your behavior is childish. But you better not tell no woman, close to your age, a woman in her 40s, a woman in her late 40s, a woman in her 50s, a woman in her late 50s. They be like, they'll cuss you out. Cuss you out. Oh, yes, they will. So I just get away from them. I won't say nothing to them. I just stay to myself. Mom, I've been like this since I was a little girl. Stay to myself. My friends that died, my best friends that died, 2 of them, Put them in their place. When I first met them, I was little. Ninth grade. One best friend is ninth grade. The other one was church. We met in etiquette school, and she was older than me. And one of them knew. I said, don't invite me to none of your girl things. None of that mess. And then she had the audacity to show some bisexual behavior. Almost got a gun and shot her before she died, before her time when she died. I'm like, oh, that's why you be having them girl getaways. Get away from me, you nasty, dirty, trifling devil. I had to check that. All the way back to ninth grade. Went to Bible school. We were in Bible school. At a church. Met at church. And I'm like, this girl got some mess up in her spirit. Because a grown woman know not to be trying to be like that. Grown women don't do that nasty stuff. Even without the word, you know better. What's wrong with you being nasty with another woman? Nasty. You don't like it? This ain't the place for you. Go somewhere else. Bye. That's just insane. Shalom to you. That's why these men ain't getting. Why he ain't married? Why he ain't married her after these many years? Like I said, I act like I don't have nothing. I'll act so needy. Especially moving to a new state. I act so needy to see if a person is a good person. I'll act needy. I'll get to the point where I'm so needy just to see what kind of personality you have. And then when you fall back and abandon and ghost and don't use your words and you see what I really am and what I really have, you gonna wish you would have never did that. But men know. Even the men that hold a job down and they have money and they could really take care of a woman, they scared of y'all women. They scared. Y'all got these men scared. Of course they got needs they want to be men. I got 11 brothers. Of course they're going to lay with you and play with you all day. They'll do that all day long. All day long. All day long. They'll do it all day long. But my brothers, like I said, they all got married. They didn't even stay out there in the field playing that long to me. They all got married. All 11 of them got married. Like I said, all my brothers' wives are chunky. All my brothers married big girls. And to me, all women had good jobs. So I know what men want. I know what they require, but I done gave and gave and gave. I done had my share of people robbing me. So I'm bringing me to the table. How about that? I'm coming to the table. I can't help you. I'm nowhere finished with this message. Nowhere finished with this letter. Nowhere would have went a totally different way had I been parked. But I had to get this out because I got to go in here and have a sound mind dealing with what I got to deal with today. Where's your stableness in your mind? I want nothing to do with that mess. Nothing. You start calling each other that outside in public around young girls, they're going to look at you on their level. Then y'all fighting. It's bad. If I have time, I'm going to show y'all this video where this 14-year-old beat this 65-year-old lady up at school. It was horrible. I was in tears. I wonder how her family felt about that 14-year-old beating her up like that. I couldn't even imagine how she had kids, how her daughter, that hurt me so bad. My daughter, if she wasn't ill mentally and she was at the gym with me and a young lady said that, my daughter would have beat the girl up. I'm going to tell you, my daughter is a heavy fighter. She is a heavy fighter. Punched that girl right in her face and knocked her out. She got me kicked out the gym. She'd have socked that girl right in her face, I'm telling you. If I was in the gym and my daughter was well, she almost beat this girl up at Sally's for disrespecting me. I had to push her out the store. Disrespecting my mama. I was like, oh my goodness. I'm like, calm down. Couldn't even get her to calm down. My niece, same way. People come on in here and get, girl, my niece would be like, you talking to my aunt like that? My niece is 42. My niece is thick too. She a heavyweight. She'd had some words for some of these people coming on here acting stupid and childish, saying crazy stuff. I don't do it. I just laugh. I'm never gonna meet these people. I met one of the young ladies. She know me on her. Met her, just literally was in her state, and she saw me in the store, and I thought it was it's okay to meet somebody that admires you, to have respect for you, but you meet somebody that you block, that don't like you, that hate you in public, you got to be strapped nowadays. These people, you don't know what people doing that's following you, looking on the sideline. There's some dangerous people in this world. Girl, I'm a grown woman. I'm a lady. I don't know why you can't use that word. Stop acting like a child. Stop being childish. Stop being catty. Stop being immature. Stop having childish conversations around little kids. Grown people should act grown. That's what the Bible say. What Bible are you reading from? What Bible are you reading from? I tell you what, you go to court, you ain't gonna go in there calling the judge girl. You're not gonna call the authorities girl. They know when to act right. People know when to act right. That's the problem with people. They know when to act right. They know when to act right. Don't they know when to act right? They know when to act right. They know when they can act up, and they know when they can't act up. They know when they can use all that mess, slang and mess they shouldn't be using. I don't want none of that. None of that ratchet, ghetto, hood, slang, mess embarrassing me. That's embarrassing. My dad did not play. People don't get it. You would never know. I had a father that was 52 years old when I was born. Now, if you around in a group with sisters and that, if that's what y'all do, but in public, the public strangers and little girls shouldn't be hearing that from grown women. Now, if you in a house, if I'm in a house with my sister, that's different. But strangers shouldn't be hearing you acting childish. You are supposed to be an example. I'm going to read this scripture one more time, and I'm going to have to get off of line because I end up going the wrong way and barely made it to work because this is so pressing. Barely made it on time. I was like, I cannot be late messing around, trying to teach a lesson, a message, trying to get to work. What's wrong with people? You're not going to the court calling that judge a girl. I don't care if the good judge is 30, 35, 40. You going, yes, whatever, ma'am, or whatever. You're not going to call a judge. You know when to use it and when not to use it. I think that stuff is cute. Ain't nothing cute about that mess. Nothing cute about it. I wish, hold on. This is crazy. Barely made it to work. Nowhere near. I'm going to give you this one more scriptures that I just talked about. I think it was 1 Timothy 5:2. Kids shouldn't be hearing that kind of. Women should be in conversation without little girls around, so little girls will respect us as women. They're not respecting us. I'm gonna read this one more time. I have to get offline. I'm gonna read it in 3 different versions because people act like they slow, dumb, and crazy. Act like they need some Adderall. Act like they bipolar and ADHD and on the spectrum. You ain't getting it, girl. I'm running far away. You not talking to me like that. My father, or my it's a different time and age. Okay, Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Come up higher. So, for people that don't want to hear this, I'm fine. It says, I'm going to go to the Amplified. To older women as mothers, to younger women as sisters, in all purity, being careful to maintain appropriate relationships. Y'all are not maintaining appropriate relationships. Y'all not. Y'all not maintaining an appropriate relationship. Is it appropriate? You're not. Older women. Older women are not girls. They ladies. Older women, as if they were your mother, and younger women, as if they were your sisters, while keeping yourself morally pure. No, you want to be immoral. You want to be corrupt. You want to be immoral, and you want to be corrupt. So let me go back to the verse before this. What time is it? About 5 minutes. I can't go over this 5 minutes. Okay. I gotta really go into this. Rebuke not an elder. Let's go. Do not rebuke an older man. Do not rebuke an older woman, but appeal to him or her as if he was your father. Treat the younger men as your brothers. Never speak harshly to an older man. Never speak harshly to an older woman, but appeal to him or her as if he were or she was your father or your mother. Treat younger men like, no, you not my mother. You don't tell me what to do. Even your mama don't tell you what to do, because you ain't got no respect for your own mama. Behind her back talking about her. You probably talked about your mama right to her face, some of y'all. Some of y'all mamas will knock y'all out. Some of them won't. It's crazy. Again, do not address an older man or an older woman harshly, but appeal to him or her as your father, as your mother. You ain't my mama. You don't tell me what to do. That ain't what we do from where I come from. That's what the young lady said. Not from where I come from. She was getting ready to get... Eyes start flickering, and I'm looking at her like... Okay. But she thought about what I said, and she was like, yes, ma'am. Like, you a little girl. You 20 years old. I was born in the 60s, little girl. I graduated from high school in 1986. You wasn't even in existence. What did you talk? What? 20? My youngest son is older than you. What year is she born? When you 20, what year was she born? At 20 years old, what year is a person born? What year is that? Got to be kidding me. Instead of saying, she had to check herself. First, she was like, not where I come from. That's not how we talk. All right. Okay. Smarty. Smart mouth. And no such thing as this. You may not rebuke an elder, but exhort him or her as a mother or a father. Younger persons as brothers. But they rebuke you. Kids rebuking their parents. Disrespect. I didn't like the way you raised me. I didn't like who you dated. I didn't like who you married. I don't like that nigga. I don't want to meet that nigga you talking to. I don't want to talk to that nigga. I don't know that nigga. That nigga ain't my daddy. No respect. I fight him. That nigga said to me, I'm going to hit him in his mouth. Yeah, they be. I don't know what race you are, what nationality, but this is how a certain culture talks to their parents sometimes, some of them. You seeing somebody new? Yeah, he better not say nothing to me. Walking around, your son walking around with his shirt off. You got a new man. That's why the man ain't gonna marry you. Your son, grown man in your house, your son walking around with his shirt off. That man like, that boy needs to put a shirt on. I'm a man just like him. Trying to throw his weight around. Wonder why. Oh, I'm gonna put my kids before this man. You in your old age, your kids gonna get married and move away. My uncle, my auntie's son moved from Los Angeles to Tennessee to get away from his mama because his mama didn't like the woman he married because she was dark-skinned. And my aunt was from Shreveport, Louisiana, and she was light-skinned. And she used to talk about him and say she was a witch and this and that and that and this. And her only son moved all the way to Tennessee. Now, she outlived her son and her daughter-in-law, but when these women, grown women, mothers, is picking their sons' wives, Now, that's a difference in you telling your son that ain't the one for you. That ain't a good choice there because of a real valid reason. But just to be living vicariously through your son, she need. I ain't finished. I know we're finished with this message. Just sit down somewhere with that mess. Act like you married to your son. Act like you sleeping with your son. Acting like you done slept with your son. Trying to control your son. You all I have. Trying to make him feel guilty. He can't even live his life. He can only go out and sneak out and get him a piece every now and then. Scared to bring a woman home. Crazy. 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 Oh, she talks so harsh. She might not respect. I need somebody with a more gentle spirit. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing my hair. I've been doing my hair for years, since I was 14. I was wearing these little, whatever you call them. That's how we do. I don't know what this is that I got on my seat. I don't know, some food when I was ordering yesterday. Got all on my seat. I have some spray in here to clean it. To clean it. I have to go to work now to get out and clock in. Shalom to you all. I pray it was something said. I'm nowhere near finished with this. I got to come back and go over all these scriptures. These people got issues, bad ones. Shabbat shalom. I'll talk to y'all at another time. Victor, Nels, and Danielle, Princess. I'll talk to you all at another time. Shalom to you all.